Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at a game called Dragon Buster, created by Namco in 1984 and actually released in Japanese arcades in 1985, and this was Japanese only. Although in later years it surfaced on Namco's Greatest Hits or Namco Museum or Namco Classics or whatever type of compilations for PC and home systems. But it's an okay game. I can't remember who requested this, so please let me know, and I will give you proper credit. But it's a platform hack and slash game, and you are a knight named Clovis. Stupid name. But you try to make your way through underground areas, through caves, castles, things like that, and you try to find the door to get out. And there are numerous caves and castles and whatnot per round, and this guy is on round 1 in the demo, and he sucks completely because there's the door he should be getting out. But the final boss is at the end of each round, and it's a giant dragon. And the computer just sat there and got killed. Pretty good. At any rate, I'm not a fan of this game. It did some kind of unique things that other games later used. One in particular is the art of juggling. I'll tell you about that in a second. But in each certain area where the ceiling raises up and the hue is dark, there will be a guardian of a room, and often it's a dragon, and you can get items from him. That blue thing that I just picked up is a diamond, and that's like 3,000 points or something. There will be respawning enemies that you have to kill here and there, like birds, bats, and demons and stuff. Eventually you'll come across a door that one of the room guardians is protecting. Once you kill them, then you get whatever prize or whatever they were keeping hidden from you. Ouch. But the dragon is one of the guardians. Now, there is a double jump maneuver you can do with Clovis. And there is also a running double jump you can do, but it really doesn't work very well. And it often doesn't want to work at all. And they really messed up with the mechanics of it. But as you go through the dungeons or castles or caves or whatever, you'll see these enemies that keep appearing. And if you idle too long, then a creature called the cave shark will come up and start attacking you. Now, when you destroy a walkway by beating an area, then you can't go backwards. Now, here is the boss dragon. See, he has a vitality meter. Note those little fireballs under my vitality meter. Those can be picked up from the room guardians, and they will take off 2 points from the dragon's vitality meter, and I used them up. But the way to beat him is to get in close and slash him. Yeah, the controls on this game are really not very good. Once you beat a round, then you get your vitality restored. Enemies touching you or shooting you will knock down your vitality. And I just beat another guardian Another room guardian. He's a skeleton. Those snakes, I hate them. Sometimes they just kind of blend into the background and you can't see them. It's a good idea to try to let the dragon get close to you because he really hurts if he breathes fire on you. But they always give you things when you beat them. Be prepared to swing your sword when you see an enemy come close. Ah, crap. It's easy to get your timing off when you're trying to not get fire breathed on you. And again, you can't go backwards over gaps. Once you beat an area, it becomes a gap. And yeah, the way to run double jump is just to wait for a second. Actually, maybe you can just run across. If you hold one direction or another, you can run. And then you just walk fast otherwise. One other thing that the guardians can leave you is a potion, a blue potion, and that will restore like 30-something points of your vitality. But you need to not let your vitality get to 0 or you're dead. Now that you saw when the skeleton kept hitting me in the air, that's called juggling. And this game was possibly the first game to show juggling. And that became common practice in fighting games, like Street Fighter type of games. You get 30-something points of vitality back once you beat an area. You know, there's X amount of areas per round. Even though you think you're ready and you start swinging your sword, the fodder enemies can still hit you. It really sucks. Using a fireball on the fodder enemies like snakes and stuff is really pretty awesome. It'll go right through them. And, you know, cut through them. There, I got my vitality back. And a wizard is another room guardian. He throws swords at you. And that can, the fireballs can cut through the guardians too. Now, yeah, the double jump run thing doesn't seem to want to work very often sometimes. Now that thing that I picked up is a scepter. And if you want to see the princess when you destroy a dragon, if you want to see her like congratulate you properly, you need the scepter and you need, I think it's a crown. I'll show you all the items that you can get in the game a little bit later. Now I'm going to see the second boss. You hear the music is a little different than the other areas. That tells you that the boss is coming up. But he's always in the last castle in an area. There is a... Whoa. Whew, just got him in time. You get points for your vitality remaining, and then you get it refilled completely on the next round. But there is a weak spot on the dragon, and as you're attacking him, you might see like a white flash somewhere on his body, and that's where you want to hit him. But the dragon is so tricky, it's a pain in the ass. You can do a down thrust when you jump, or when you fall. And if you can, try to do that on the dragon, but it's very hard. The dragon like flips around and flips his tail and kicks with his legs, and he can just hurt you in a number of ways. It's really not fair. And it really sucks when you get juggled in the air like that guy's doing to me. And you can't do it to your enemies. That's just total crap. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this game at all. I had Namco Museum Volume 2, I believe it was, and this was on it for PlayStation. And I just was not impressed. And I played it again recently, and I still don't really like it. This has kind of cult appreciation, I think. Whoa. That thing that I picked up is a fireball. And, oh crap. Those guys really hurt. Well, that wasn't very good, but I don't care. I'm not a fan of this game, sorry. But we'll look in a minute at stills of the all the items that you can pick up. But yeah, they really blew the jumping mechanics, the running and double jumping mechanics on this game, and I just don't think it's terribly interesting. Some people like it. I'm not one of them. But the picture that you saw at the beginning, the very first still, that was off of the Famicom box. So there was a Famicom and an NES release. Again, if you take too long in one area, then the sand shark will attack, and he'll leech on and eat up a lot of your vitality, and he takes forever to kill. But there was also an NES sequel, Dragon Buster 2, and I don't think I've ever played that. But we'll look at some stills of all the items you can get. And there's the fireball that you can get, and you use the secondary button to fire it off. And there's like a diamond that's, I think, 3,000 points. These are things that the room guardians leave. That mushroom you want to get because it will extend your life bar by a little tiny bit. And there's a potion that brings back like 30-something points of your vitality. And that's the bad potion. That will poison you a little bit, like 30-something points. And that's a shield. You will have stronger defense, or I think you can block fireballs or something. And then there's that scepter. You need it to be able to see the princess congratulate you a certain way. And that sword will double your offensive power, I believe. And that crown, you also need to see the princess congratulate you a certain way. And there's the door that a guardian will eventually let you out with. Now here is one. I think if you have both the, if you have both the scepter and the crown, then that's one congratulation you get. And later on in the game, there's a total of like 32 levels. You'll see this congratulatory screen. She's in a mini skirt. And she kisses you. And then later on, she's in a bikini, I think it is. Yeah. She congratulates you. And kisses you. And if you don't have both items, then a dragon will carry her away. Like that. And here is the final, after you've beaten all 32 levels. She's got a bunny suit. And then the game just starts all the rounds over. Really not that great a game in my opinion. But that was Dragon Buster by Namco in 1984 and released in Japan arcades in 1985. Only in Japan. And it was seen on Namco Classic type of collections. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Dragon Buster, created in 1984 and released to Japanese arcades in 1985. I will catch you later with another video. Have a good one, folks. I will see you then. Bye-bye.